I love it. Yeah, so a little trouble with the sound today, but we're making it work. Thank you all for your patience and everything. Thank you, Amos, for that incredible music. Yeah. So let's try to keep that spirit of deep, thoughtful, reflective contemplation that Amos just helped us enter into. Let's try to keep that with us as we go into this next part of our assembly. This part is called the talk, although today it's hoping a little bit of a conversation, so we'll call it the conversation. So here we are. Things look a little different up here, and again, I don't mean huge. Yes, you're here, it's great. I'll get to that. But yeah, we're trying something new here. What's going on, you may be asking? Well, yes, Jay is here, and we are grateful to have you here with us. The energy that you bring. Already I feel a little more loose, a little more free to be myself. Not that I didn't before, but yeah, it's just another level when you're around, so thank you. Yes. What else? Well, it's summer. School's out. Time to relax. Switch over to shorts and sandals. I didn't go quite that far today for assembly. whatever your thing is, do it. But yeah, a little more casual. And what's more, we're off the map. The Unitarian Universalist soul matters themes we focus on during the year, they're on summer break too. We're off the map, we're in uncharted territory. And that's actually the theme we chose here at FUS for the summer, off the beaten path. We're exploring new territory. We're taking new paths and seeing where they lead. That's what exploration is, right? Some paths may lead to a dead end, but we don't know until we try. And in fact, that's the only way we can find our way in uncharted territory, isn't it? We have to try things and just see what happens. And in that spirit, I want to try something a little different today. Some of you may remember I did a survey in the Friday update back in April. Did anyone here take that survey? If you could just raise your hand. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. You're all here. Yeah. It was this is the core group here. Yeah, there were about 40 responses. So I figured at least, a few of you would be here, and again, it seems like the whole crew. But I got overwhelmingly good feedback. Folks generally found the questions thought-provoking. So I wanted to see if we could try that here today in real time. Using the skills of our incredible tech team. Quick round of applause, by the way, for our tech team today. Yeah. Jacob is out of town, but we have Justice and Bob and Lena back there. Yes. Well deserved, yeah. They rise to the challenge every week, but especially today, as you'll see. So we'll use, if you have them, use our cell phones if you want to participate here. If you don't have it, or if you just are not into it, don't want to, that's fine. You can just sit back and let's see where this path leads. And I should ask though, is this all right with you guys to try something new? Does it feel okay? Okay, good. Just making sure here. Yeah.
Just use our cell phone.
Yeah. Are you okay with that, Jay? Are you into it?
I'm going to use my cell phone.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. I know you're not supposed to pull out the cell phone in assembly, right? That's a thing. But yeah, we're off the beaten path today. Let's do it. So yeah, I'm excited here. I want to ask a series of questions on a timely topic, but a challenging one, and just see how we respond. So when the slide comes up here, there it is. All right. I know this question at the top there is small, so I'm going to read it in case it's hard to see. What difficult thoughts or feelings, if any, do you have when you see the American flag or think about our national identity? You can also see that question on your phone where you can respond anonymously. People online joining us can do this too. Now, if you know how to scan a QR code with your phone, you can do that. Some of us got good at that, accessing restaurant menus during the pandemic. Otherwise, you can go to your phone's browser and go to slido.com and enter that number, which is 152-4478. 152-4478. And then you should be able to enter your response. The instructions there are just to enter a word or a short phrase that summarizes your response. I did limit the responses to 30 characters, so that we'll be able to read them later. I know it's pretty limiting, but just do your best. Please don't use profanity or any personally identifying information. If you do, our tech team will catch that and remove it before we show anything up on the screen. Let's take a few more seconds here. Again, what difficult thoughts or feelings, if any, do you have when you see the American flag or think about our national identity? Now, is there anybody that wants to respond, having a hard time connecting right now? Or, okay. That's what the site is saying there?
No, that's my feeling.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you could also just call it out. Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. Okay, fair enough. Embarrassed. Okay, go ahead. Exclusivity. Is there another one? Yeah, did you want to say it out loud? You don't have to. Oh, yeah. So a veteran with us. Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you.
My son is a veteran and says that I am not really an American or a patriot, even though I fly the flag. So we have kind of a discussion going on.
Yeah.
I would be eligible to join the Daughters of the American Revolution on both sides of my family. So do not tell me that I'm not a patriot.
I gotcha. I think you went over our 30-character limit there, though, so. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for those, and we'll kind of add them to the mix here. If we could see, let's see if I'm in the right spot here. Yeah, let's see if we can see those results. And if you didn't get a chance to respond, again, you'll probably see some of that up here. All right, now everybody can see the screen. I know stuff comes up small here, so I'm not blocking anybody's view. All right, wow, yeah, we've got some stuff here. Now, if you guys can see that, for those of you who can see well enough, do you see any themes in there? And Jay's going to try to capture some of those themes, and we've already got some going up on the wall here. What do we see in there? Anything you guys can?
Lots of negativity. Lots of conflict.
Yeah, we said conflict, and it's the biggest one on there, so that means like multiple people said that one, and it's already there, yep.
Separation, not unity.
Separation, division, yep, okay. Anything else here? Pride. Okay, which kind of pride, though? Okay. Is that a good thing or a difficult feeling? Because it could be like pride, I feel like prideful or something, but that's not what you're saying. Yeah, okay. So pride. And is that a good thing? Is that like a value, a positive value? Because we will get to those, I promise.
For some, yes. For some, yes.
It's positive, right. And we'll get to the positives in a minute. Yeah, I'm looking for the difficult stuff. What's hard right now when we see that? I see shame, and that's probably a theme there, Jay. If you can find a way to capture shame. Oh, excellent. What else do we see? I see war. That goes with conflict, right? Disappointment. Yeah.
Can I say something about war?
Hold on. Right now, we're kind of keep. Do you have a single word or a phrase under 30 characters you want to say about war?
Department of Defense should be called the Department of War.
Yes, war. Right. Yeah, and its connection maybe to capitalism and things like that. Yeah. Okay. Anything else here? Anything else people see as far as the? Did we get injustice up there? I see that up there as a theme. White supremacy. Yeah. Yeah. Which is going to go with injustice, racism. I think belongs up there for sure. Yeah.
Jingoism.
Yeah, and that might go with racism too. Yeah. Yeah, fear. Just in general fear, right? Of rejection certainly, but others. Okay. So we feel like we've captured it okay here? False pride. Okay, that could be one too. Yeah.
The stealing of land, just to kidnap people who work for land.
Yeah. So more of that injustice, I hear. Yeah. Great. Okay. Thank you, guys. So now we've got some difficult stuff up on the wall there. Yep, we can see that on the screen. Great. So you can, if you can't see it on the wall there, you can look up on the screen the things that we're capturing there. Yeah, slavery, right? Also part of that injustice. So I want to move on to my next question now, which is related to this, and should come up on your phone if you still have that site up. What are some ways that we respond to these experiences, these themes that we just identified, that can be unhelpful in the long run, right? Some ways that we respond to those things, the feelings, the thoughts around national identity, that can be unhelpful in the long run, not productive. There's probably good reasons why we might have that response, but I'll give you, just to help with understanding the question, I'll give you an example here. I put it, and my responses are already in there. I said avoiding the topic of national identity. If I'm around someone who says something like, "Oh, America's for Americans," a lot I could say back to that, but honestly, I'd probably just change the subject. It's uncomfortable to hear that statement. Don't think I'm going to change that person's mind. So let me just change the subject. Avoid the topic entirely. But if that's my only response, I might be missing some opportunities, right? Do I ever look for opportunities to call someone in rather than, as opposed to potentially calling them out? I could call them in like we've talked about here before. Now you might be the same like me. And you can say that if on your phone there if you want to. There's no points for originality, and no points off if it's the same thing. But you might be different. You might get into arguments all the time. And that's what is unhelpful in the long run, how it negatively maybe affects your life. So lots of different things that can come up here. Yeah. So right, yeah, not having that dialogue. Yeah. All right, if we've taken enough time there, then let's go ahead and see those responses if we can. Do you want to add something there, a short one? Ignoring them. Yeah. Which again, understandable and can be helpful in some situations, but maybe sometimes it's not the best response. Okay, great. Now, can you guys again help me identify some of the themes we see up here? Okay, what do we see? Anger is a big one in the middle there. Yeah.
Rage and lashing out and all those things together are unproductive.
Yeah. Right. That lashing out kind of captures it, right? And again, not that that's always bad, right? Sometimes standing up, really making a scene can be the right thing, but sometimes it's not helpful, right? So that's one of the things. Yep. Sorry, our response of extremism? Okay, like polarization. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, so polarization. What else? I see withdrawal, right? That's kind of like mine, avoiding the problem.
Isolation, not listening to others, retreating from it. I mean, all those things where you're not feeling yourself.
Yeah, the withdrawal, the retreating, right. Yeah, we have that. So pulling back, pulling in. Hate, I see, which may go with lashing out, but that's maybe even more pointed there. I see not reclaiming the flag, right? So we kind of cede the territory to the people on the other side, right? We just don't address the flag or don't have flags, and now that image becomes totally associated with what we said before, maybe white supremacy, right? Potentially. Okay.
The U.S. flag should be burned. It stands for imperialism in the United States.
Yeah, that's one of those responses, right? Like, yeah, I get you, right? Those feelings.
Can you please repeat what people say?
Oh yes, great. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. That was like, basically a rejection of the flag, right? Like sometimes that's the response that we have, and again, understandable in certain times and places, but sometimes maybe not the most helpful response. So, let's see. Yeah, ignoring, rejecting. Yep. Okay. Nice. We got the art in process here. We had hate. We had polarization. Yeah, you can just write it. That's cool. But I love the images here.
I don't see mine up there, but it was about arguing about patriotism and who's a patriot.
Okay. Conflict, right?
Maybe it's conflict.
I'm thinking of a big theme. Yeah. Yep. Self-righteousness. That's a good one. That's a great one. Self-righteousness, I think, definitely belongs up there. We get into that. And again, we want to stand up for ourselves, but sometimes self-righteousness is not the response that helps in the long run. Yeah.
Fear of nuclear war.
Was that fear?
Fear of nuclear war.
Yeah. Well, we have the fear, right? And then how do we respond to that? We maybe live in fear, right? We avoid going out or something, right? Like, yeah. There's a fear of nuclear war, right? Is the feeling that we have, right?
What about the spiritual war against Christianity, anything against God?
Yeah. There's right. Yeah. There's all kinds of things, right? But how do we respond? I'm looking for. How do we respond to some of these things that we feel, the thoughts that we have in ways that aren't helpful for us in the long run? And so, yeah, we've got some. Yep. That's part of that polarization, right? Nice. Yeah. We get the conflict, right? Yeah. And as you said, yeah, the rejection of others. Yeah. Great. Okay. So we've got some hard stuff here. This is kind of heavy. I want to see if we can kind of loosen stuff up a bit here. We probably can't entirely escape these experiences in our lives. But maybe we can hold these experiences in a different way. In a way that opens us up to new things, new responses to the feelings and thoughts that we have on these topics. And for that, we might need to get out of our heads for a minute. I'd been thinking about this, and I mentioned it to Jay here. And you shared a song with me that I had never heard. It's called National Anthem by Gene Rohe. Has anyone heard this song, by the way? Nobody knows that one? Okay. Well, I felt like I'd been missing out, and I think you're missing out too, or have been until now. She actually wrote it for a public radio contest, trying to make a better, more singable national anthem. And when I heard the song, I was like, yes, that's what we need. to help us hold these experiences in a new way. So we'll hear the song and watch the video, which is beautifully done. The words, the chorus will come up on the slide there. And there's actually a vocal chorus in the video. And if you want, you could join in. Okay, maybe we won't get the words. The words are, arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To a more perfect union. Oh, there it is, we aspire. We lift our voices from the fire. That's the chorus. So again, you can join in there if you want. But in between, listen closely to the words of the verses, right? And hear how she holds these painful things in a hopeful way. All right, so we can go ahead with that video here, and we'll see what happens. See what this is like for us.
Atlantic and Pacific floor, the Great Lakes and the Gulf of Mexico, the land between sustains us all to cherish it, our tireless call. Arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To a more perfect union we aspire and lift our voices from the fire. We reach these shores from many lands. We came with hungry hearts and hands. Some came by force and some by will, at the auction block or the darkened mill. Arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To a more perfect union we aspire and lift our voices from the fire. We died in your fields, in your factories. Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees, with an old coat hanger in a room somewhere, a trail of tears, an electric chair. Arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To a more perfect union we aspire and lift our voices from the fire. And our great responsibility to be guardians of our liberty, till tyrants bow to the people's dream and justice flows like a mighty stream. Arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To a more perfect union we aspire and lift our voices from the fire. Arise, arise, I see the future in your eyes. To a more perfect union we aspire and lift our voices from the fire.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay, for sharing your artistry with us. They stepped out, but oh, there they are. Thank you again. Lovely. Yeah. Thank you for helping us be in our bodies and hold these experiences in a new way. Now we could probably stop right there and call it an assembly. That was the high point, I know.
We're off the beaten path. We're done.
Off the beaten path. I am watching the time. But now, if we have opened up some space around these experiences, let's switch gears a little bit. I want to talk about values for a minute. What values do we want to embody in relating to our national identity? And when I talk about values, I'm looking for general principles or qualities. Usually just a single word that captures a big idea. And I'll give some examples here. I have some examples up on the slide. Oh, that'll be the next question. Yeah, what body values do we want to embody? And then this is the 10 commitments from the American Humanist Association, right? We got some values there. If you guys can, I don't know if you guys can see that well, but I see things like peace, social justice, service, participation, humility, global awareness, responsibility, right? A lot of things that might be relevant there. And then there are also RFUS aspirations and Unitarian Universalist principles. Jay read one earlier when we lit the chalice, which spoke of peace, liberty, justice. These are values. Or we could test drive the new list of values that the Unitarian Universalist General Assembly just voted on. There's the danger of doing something with cell phones in the assembly. But I like it, off the beaten path here. So the other slide there with the UU Article 2 has some other values here, right? And we could see some there that are justice again, equity, interdependence, generosity, pluralism. Yeah, those are pretty relevant. Transformation. The General Assembly voted to continue with those, so the values on that image and the image itself might actually replace the 7 principles at some point. So if you get the idea of values here, again, what values are relevant in how we want to be as Americans? And this time I don't have a slide for that. Let's just call them out, either ones you saw up there or just in general. Opportunity. All right. Yes. Welcoming. We got to capture these, Jay. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Compassion, respect. Yes.
Inclusion.
Yep. Equity, inclusion. What's that? Acceptance. I'm sorry. Empowerment. Yes. All right. We're going fast here.
It's okay. I'm just gonna. Can I have art? Can I do art and y'all keep going?
Okay. Well, this is being recorded, so we can write them all down later. What's that? Agree to disagree. Right. Yeah. What's the value there?Maybe like tolerance or acceptance again. Yeah. Lovely. Finding common values, right? Yeah. So, what was that like consensus or openness or friendly, yeah. Being. Yep. Agree to disagree, right? That acceptance again, that tolerance. Interdependence. Yes, that was up there, and that's definitely one that fits, right? Yeah, interdependent. Capacity for change, yes. And you said opportunity earlier as well, so that was the first one. You got that one. Okay. Out of many, one. Unity. Is that right? Is unity capture what you're saying? Yeah. Right. Out of many, one. Yeah. Unity. Generosity. Yep. That was one of those UU values as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some great values there. Yeah. I think it was said, but I'm gonna throw up justice because I think anyone disagree with justice? No. Okay.
Embrace diversity.
Diversity. Yes. If we can get that. Ethics. Ooh, responsibility. Okay. Yeah. Openness. Yeah, openness. Wow. Yeah. So many good and relevant values there. So while Jay is continuing to capture all of that in word and image, I'm going to set up the next question here. And that's going to be, how can we express our national identity in ways that are consistent with our values? Again, here, I'll give an example. Another slide there is what I said in the next survey is a flag for all. And I've seen these kind of flags around, and I was like, oh, that's cool, but it's only today that I realized how brilliant those are, right? Like taking this symbol that is utilized sometimes by white nationalists, right? And reimagining that in a way that undermines and transforms that understanding of the flag. Now, my response there is simple, might be a little superficial, just put out a certain kind of flag. But it's something different I hadn't really considered. When I just avoid the topic of national identity, and maybe you come up with something you hadn't considered. Maybe something more profound than a flag, but it doesn't have to be. So take a minute, if you would, to answer the last question here. There it is. Okay, and again, if you're still on the website there, the next question should pop up, or if you need to get back to it, you have the QR code, the number there. So take a few seconds for that. And just see what people come up with. I'm really curious. Yeah. I'll challenge you to be specific. So, a concrete thing that we can do. Making amends. I love it. Go ahead.
I have my flag on my front porch, right next to the I support Planned Parenthood and all are welcome sign.
Yeah. So,
That flag back.
yeah, take the flag back. I love it. Yeah. Reclaiming. Yeah. These are things we can do. All right. Did everybody have enough time to get into the responses there? Okay, great. Well, yeah. Let's put those up here and see what we have. If it's going to work for us. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay, you guys did put some stuff in there. Okay. Reparations is the one that came out the most frequency, apparently. Yeah, that's very significant. Reparations. I see listening. I see tolerance. I see we said reclaim the flag. You got that. Good. Okay. Yeah. Work for peace, right? Work for justice. I see. Yeah. Those things. Work for peace. Work for justice. Those are. Yep. There's multiple teaching history. Yeah.
Like voting.
I'm sorry? Vote. Oh, yes, of course, yeah. So yeah, the political participation, vote. I see hugs there, that's great, and multiple votes for hugs. Sponsoring immigrants. Oh, where'd you come up with that? Yeah, great. I'm sorry? Art and music, right, yeah, we can respond to these things with travel, right, expanding our awareness, right? Yeah, nice.
I like that other one.
Hug, do it, yeah. Draw me a hug there. Yeah. So again, Jesus is going to keep trying to capture that stuff. Just find my place here.
Buckley, before you go on with your thoughts, I'm interrupting, I know. Is it possible in the Friday newsletter or the website to capture these pictures and post them?
Yeah, it would be actually, yeah.
And the one also that we didn't have I forgot what this thing was called, but we didn't have anything on the wall, we just spoke it. That would be going back.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll volunteer to go to the recording.
Thank you. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, I think it's worth capturing. Yeah. Yeah, great. So we have some things that we want to try. Either new things that we want to do more of, or things that either new things that we want to do new, or things that we want to do more of. As we go into the week, as the fireworks are going off, can we recognize when we're stuck in some of these patterns here, right? The feelings and the thoughts, and there are certain responses to them. Can we see that when it's happening, maybe? And can we connect with these values, right? Maybe think when you notice this stuff during the week. Remember Jay dancing there with those flag colors, right? It holds it in a different way. Let's just open up to trying something new, something different. Some way that you can move towards these values in your life, okay? Thank you all for exploring these new paths with me. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for being open to try something new in assembly here. Let's finish it off with a song.